Are you watching the anime series Demons of the Shadow Realm?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Because it is huge, it's the best time to revisit Fullmetal Alchemist.
Jack in Japanese Pop. I'm Cody, and here with me is.
Yoshi here. Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much. And today we are going to talk about Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, that's the same author.
Yeah, Demons of the Shadow Realm. Fullmetal Alchemist is actually the same author. Yeah, it is really great time to revisit. I don't know, is it 25 years old or something?
Yes, because
It's
I
something like
remember
that.
I remember like reading it and probably also watching the anime series like long time ago.
Yeah. And so because it is the Yomi no Tsugai, the Demons of the Shadow Realm, it's odd to us to call the English title. So I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna call it Yomi no Tsugai.
All right.
But Yomi no Tsugai is huge right now, and I love the series. I love the manga, and that's why I'd like to mention that Yomi no Tsugai and Fullmetal Alchemist are basically the same.
Oh, they're the same?
Yeah, because it's from the same author. It has a really similar theme, and also the
okay.
similar characters and the trademark of Arakawa Sensei, I think. So I'd like to talk about those, similarities today.
Oh, right. Because I haven't watched the anime or I haven't watched the manga of Yomi no Tsugai. So I'm very, very interested. I love to know
Oh
all those
yeah. Okay.
similarities. Yeah.
But today I'm mainly talk about Hagaren, Fullmetal Alchemist,
Okay.
because it's one of my most favorite manga of all time. So
I think
I'm just
you
gonna.
mentioned it like
Oh yeah.
in I don't know previous episodes, like
Yeah, I
probably a few
mean,
times.
yeah, a few times. Sorry about that, but I
No, no,
have
no.
physical copy of all volumes. So yeah, that's
You're a
how
big
much I
fan.
love the series. Yeah, big fan, big fan. And the synopsis or like just storyline of Full Metal
Yes.
Alchemist, right?
Two
Okay.
brothers going on a
Yeah.
journey to solve their problems. To be
That's
yeah.
actually really good
It's a
summarization of the
very,
story.
very simple storyline.
I mean, they have to, take back their bodies, and they have to find Philosopher's Stone. So that's what their ultimate goal. And first thing of the trademark of Arakawa Sensei, the author, is I think it's the connection of siblings.
Oh, okay.
So Fullmetal Alchemist has so many good sibling relationships, like say Edo and Al. They're
Those are the
really
two
good
main
brothers. Yeah,
characters.
one of the most iconic brothers in manga history, I would say. And also Armstrong,
Oh,
Major
like a
Armstrong.
sister and a brother?
Yeah. Big sister and little brother, and also he has a little sister too.
Right.
It's a less featured character, but yeah, it has a. I think he has more siblings than that. I
Oh,
think,
more.
and also Scar,
Oh.
who is the kind of the antagonist, not the villain, but the antagonist of the series. And he lost his big brother, and
Uh,
that's well, it's kind of a spoilery, but that's why he was so fixated to have vengeance,
right.
and so that's the thing. And also, it's a latter character, but I think Jin Empire, so we call it Shin no Kuni. They have so many, princes and princesses. They have to sort of outsmart each other to get the to get to be a queen and king, and also homunculus.
Oh my
The
god, homunculus. I
Yeah,
used to love
though.
those characters, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I remember those, seven sins because Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, because they're based on those sins.
Yeah. They have the names for like of seven sins. So this manga taught me so much, and
About siblings and brotherhood.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
you're the
yeah,
only child, right?
yeah. Sadly, yes.
It's not that thing, but
It
you
is,
you would
yeah.
prefer to have siblings, so.
but I think I started reading this manga when I was in fifth grade or sixth grade.
Okay.
And I actually asked my parents, why don't I have siblings? And
Oh.
now I know it was a harsh question, but my mom was like, because that's what it is. And she was like,
Yeah, that's what it is.
yeah, she took it so good. And yeah, and this is what it was. And yeah, I kind of fantasize about siblings and, relationships between
Because
big
you never
brothers,
had
little
one.
brothers. Yeah, yeah. And I remember, if I remember correctly, you have siblings, right?
Yes, I do. I have an older sister.
And the relationship is as good
Uh,
as Fullmetal Alchemist.
I wouldn't say we're that close because they're
Uh-huh,
like
uh-huh.
always together, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's rare.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I do have a okay kind of good relationship. I if I say okay, I think she's gonna be mad. But I do. I mean, I used to be
Mm.
kind of. There was a time that I wasn't
Hmm.
really close to her in a way that
Oh,
we were
okay.
like in teens, when we were like
Mm.
teenagers. My sister
Mm-hmm.
didn't like what I was doing. I didn't like how she acted towards me,
Mm.
and all these kind of things. Like I think it happens to any siblings, but now we're older, so we're a lot closer.
That's nice. That's a nice
Mm-hmm.
thing to hear. I'm actually definitely close to my parents
Mm-hmm.
because I'm the only child and we usually travel together. So I think I had considered my dad as a big brother because I felt so
That is
lonely
so sweet.
without
Oh,
siblings. So yeah, he's like my big brother and just
like the best
a
friend.
father and big brother. Yeah, best friend type of father. So yeah, I had a good relationship, but yeah, I always fantasized about this sibling relationship, and I think it's Arakawa Sensei's trademark because she actually has a lot of siblings. I've read the interview, and she mentioned she has a three older sisters and one younger brother.
Oh, that's a lot of siblings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And she was actually kind of not taking care of little brother, but because she's from a huge family and her parents were doing, cattle farming thing
Mm.
in Hokkaido.
Oh, okay.
So,
Hokkaido, that makes sense. Okay. I
yeah,
was like
yeah.
in Tokyo,
So, no, no,
but in
that's
Hokkaido, yes.
yeah, in Hokkaido. And because sometimes the brother or like a man kind of has to take care of family business, sort of.
Right.
And Arako Sensei's family are kind of that kind of family. So she has to take care of her brother up until he turns 20 or 18 or something
Mm.
like that. So she didn't start the career of being mangaka up until he turned 20
Oh, her little brother.
for her little brother. And I
Oh.
think that's like noble. I felt like yeah, again, I fantasize about the relationship. So yeah, I when I heard the story, I was like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, and then
She
it makes
not
sense.
Yeah, yeah, and she's not giving up her dream, but she has to wait till for her younger brother. And
That is very nice of her.
yeah, yeah. And after that, the first, manga the first big manga she had was Full Metal Alchemist. And that makes so much sense that it has so many good brothers and sisters because she apparently cares a lot about her siblings.
Because she's from a
And
big family and she has a lot of
yeah, yeah,
siblings.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
also, she has been taking care of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah. And I mean, Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist has a lot of different siblings. So
Right.
good, they have good siblings, bad siblings. Some siblings even try to kill each other.
Right.
And yeah, that's sort of she kind of know a lot of siblings. That's probably because that's probably why she could put so many realistic down to the ground
Mm-hmm.
characters, siblings in Fullmetal Alchemist, and I'm always fascinated about
Mm-hmm.
that.
So this
And
trademark also appears in the Yomi no Tsugai as well?
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, again, the main characters are siblings.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, twins. So that's a twist.
Right.
So, I think it's Yomi no Tsugai has a really great contrast to Fullmetal Alchemist because in Fullmetal Alchemist, they're kind of mentally together,
Mm,
but they're physically apart because
mhm.
of the alchemy that they've done.
Right.
But in Yomi no Tsugai, they are physically together, but they're mentally kind of apart, or they are
Mm,
not, like, they don't have the same goal, and
okay. Makes sense. Mm-hmm.
it conflicts
Against
all
each
the
other.
time, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
against each other. So I felt it's a really great contrast
Mm-hmm.
to Full Metal Alchemist, and I wonder how it goes. I
Mm.
mean, I'm not sure where the story goes actually, and I'm really looking forward to see the closure
Oh,
to
okay.
those relationship.
Because I haven't tried reading the Yomi no Tsugai, and I really want to
Mhm.
see
Mhm.
about those
Mhm.
twins. I want to see how those twins are depicted in the story, and also when you told me about Arakawa Sensei's, like,
Mhm.
being from a big family with
Mm.
many siblings. Now I want
Mhm.
to go back to the Full Metal Alchemist and see like
Yeah,
how those
definitely,
brothers are
definitely.
depicted in details. Maybe I'll get to find something new that I just didn't
Yeah, yeah,
notice.
yeah. I mean, we are older now, so
Yeah, we might
we
get to
feel
see it.
different things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is so true. I should
Mhm.
probably go
Mhm.
back and read it again.
Oh,
Although it's a
definitely,
very
definitely.
long story, but
I think it's less than 30 volumes, or around 30 volumes, so it's relatively short. I mean, compared to,
compared to what? Like
Naruto. Say
One Piece?
Naruto.
One Piece
Yeah,
and like
One
Naruto?
Piece.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. I
very
mean,
true. Okay,
it's
30 is
short.
okay.
It's short.
Yeah. It's not short,
Yeah.
but it's good volume.
Yeah, it's a mid-range,
Mm.
mid-range.
All right.
And another trademark that I
Oh, there's
want to
another one.
mention,
Okay.
yeah, it's a recurring theme of, the nature makes humans strong.
Oh.
Because I do remember when Ed and Al went to, island, and they have to kind of train themselves.
Oh, it was kind of like a survival kind of
Oh yeah, yeah,
training.
survival training, and
Mm.
the island are supposed to be, there are no man on
Mm-hmm.
the island, but there was actually one masked weirdo
Weirdo. Okay.
with huge muscle, and
Mm. Oh, I think I
he
remember.
yeah,
Okay.
so he constantly tried to attack brothers,
Right,
so they
two of
have to
them.
learn to survive
Mm.
really quick. And yeah, and they've learned, the brothers learned a really great lesson. One is all is one. Is that's the recurring theme too. But the nature taught the answer of that question, and
Mm.
also they faced the childbirth, not their child, but the when they visited the kind of poor or like remote
Mm-hmm.
village, they had to help delivering child in
Mm.
the. I'm not sure if you remember it, but
I actually do
there's
not remember that scene, but
you
okay.
have to revisit the
Okay, yeah,
series,
now
but that
this is why I have to
it is a
reread it.
really great part, and they've learned so much through the childbirth that
Mm-hmm.
they are kind of they are smart. They can do all kinds of smart things with alchemy, but they cannot help childbirth at all. They are
Mm.
kind of practically useless, and
Mm.
they've learned so much about human life and human nature.
Mm-hmm.
And also the Arakawa senseis, because she's from a cattle farming
In
family,
Hokkaido.
and
Mm-hmm.
also yeah in Hokkaido, and she went to agricultural high school,
Oh,
so she
okay.
graduated
Mm-hmm.
there. So she respects so much of food,
Mm.
or like agriculture in general. And I still remember when Ed
Mm-hmm.
was praising the person who invented stew, the cream
Oh,
stew.
stew. Okay.
he went like, it is so whoever invented this food is just true genius, and it is basically
Oh,
milk, but it turned into something else
right.
entirely
Mm-hmm.
without alchemy. It is
Mm.
just genius, and it has it's a really tiny scene, but
Mm-hmm.
it shows the respect to the the food in general, agriculture in general, and
Mm-hmm.
also the other scenes have so much respect to the nature or big nature in general, and that's probably I assume that is from her family, and also where she's from Hokkaido, so she's
Right.
surrounded by nature.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm from Osaka. I wasn't surrounded by nature at all. I had tiny river and tiny forest. That's it.
Okay. Tiny river
So
and tiny forest.
yeah,
Okay.
that sounds about right in
Mm-hmm.
Osaka. But yeah, she's definitely surrounded by those nature, and
Right.
she's learned so much from it. So she kind of depict those lesson in Fullmetal Alchemist and
I
Yomi no
didn't.
Tsugai.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, no, because I just didn't know about those stories about
Hmm.
Arakawa
Hmm.
Sensei. I didn't even pay attention to all these things. Now you mention it, and I really want to reread it.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
didn't
don't know.
know it was a concurring, a recurring theme at
Mm-hmm.
all when I was reading, when I was in, say, university or elementary school. I didn't know about those. I didn't recognize those themes. But now that I know she's from Hokkaido and what
Mm,
she's learned,
right.
what her career is,
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of see those themes. And yeah, it's really fascinating to
Yeah, yeah,
revisit
yeah. Like her
Fullmetal
background is
Alchemist. Yeah,
reflective
yeah,
to
yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
story.
And also in Yomi no Tsugai,
Yeah?
the main character is actually a hunter, really good hunter
Oh,
who can
like,
survive among the the mountains. He
okay, like
can
hunters, like
hunter.
hunters, like the one we know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not
Like
the
they're
like a made up,
okay, hunter.
yeah,
Okay.
made up hunter. But
Okay.
he's actually a really great hunter with bow and arrow. He
Mm-hmm.
can capture any animal that he wants, but he
Mm.
doesn't kill for joy. Just he takes those lives when it's necessary.
Mm.
So it is. I think it is more focused on nature, rather than the alchemy stuff because
Mm.
it's in natural. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not.
right,
It's a
right.
made up thing,
Mm-hmm.
alchemy. But in Yomi no Tsugai, the main character is a hunter, the real life hunter. So
I see.
I think it is a recurring
Mm-hmm.
theme too.
Yeah, because she's from Kettling Farm, right? And she knows
Yeah,
how
yeah.
precious each life is. So she's reflecting her respect
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
life in her story. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And another trademark
Okay.
is it's the last one I want to mention, and the third trademark is the four panel story
Oh,
telling.
the tiny manga that they
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
between the
Yeah, between the episodes or
yeah, between the
the end
episodes
of the
at the end
volume.
of the volume, yes.
Yeah, just it is not it's not like canon or like the main story at all,
Mm-hmm.
and it is like a like kind of gag scene.
Mm.
But Arakawa Sensei has really great sense of humor in
Mm.
those I mean, in main story she has a really great sense of humor, but in those four panel stories, she just goes wild. She just
Oh.
destroys the main storyline, but she doesn't care about it if it's funny.
It's kind of like a spin-off and a not really a spin-off, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's like a totally different thing, but it's so good. I because I
Yeah.
remember reading those.
So,
Yeah.
and what's funny about it is it's official because
Mm.
she writes it. So it's official, but just it destroys so many stories, so many good scenes, or like so many sad scenes.
Okay.
But she doesn't care about it, and
Mm.
I love it so much because it shows the other side or like many sides of the characters
Mm.
that we cannot see in the main story, and you get to know them more, and you get to love those characters more. So that's the part of reading manga. I think it's not
Mm.
in anime series, I think. So if you want to revisit Fullmetal Alchemist, I highly recommend reading it as manga because it has so many good form of four panel stories. And
Yeah, because I remember reading those. I don't remember exactly what those stories were
mhm,
about
mhm.
because they're really, really short, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I
Short
remember,
and random, so
yes,
random.
really random. But then I remember reading it, and then I
Hmm.
remember enjoying them so much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And when I was researching about her career, she was actually started as an I think an illustrator and also full panel manga artist.
Oh,
So she started the career there.
oh, maybe that's why she's so good at it.
Yeah, she has so many practices and
Mm-hmm.
experience. That's
Mm-hmm.
why she's so good at it, and it makes so much sense because
Mm-hmm.
well, Fullmetal Alchemist has great four panel manga, and also Yomi no Tsugai. In manga, Yomi no
Oh,
Tsugai has great four panel manga.
oh. Because I'm not the manga artist or author,
Hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
know how hard it is. But then I feel like in longer story, you can tell so much. You have so
Hmm.
much that
Hmm.
you can use,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right, to tell one story. So, but in four panels manga, you have
Hmm.
only four panels available, and you have
Yeah,
to use
yeah.
full use of it, each
Hmm.
of them,
Hmm.
and to make it so funny and interesting. I think it's very difficult.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I love to read those full panels manga as well. I want to reread it because I remember I enjoyed this. I enjoyed all of them so much when I was reading the manga version of Full
Mm.
Metal Alchemist,
Hmm.
and now you mention it, I was like, okay, that makes sense, and because it was a four panel manga,
Hmm. Hmm.
I kind of forgot what they were about, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to reread it. Yes.
I mean, it's not it doesn't affect any main stories at
Mm-hmm.
all.
It's kind of
So
outside of the main story.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even in between those moments type of thing. It's just totally another another dimension
Yeah,
or
like really
another
random stuff.
universe. Yeah, it's just random stuff. So it's I highly recommend revisiting manga of Fullmetal
Mm.
Alchemist, and yeah, those are three trademarks that I found that I wanted to mention about Fullmetal Alchemist and
Mm.
Arakawa Sensei.
Well, until you mentioned it, like because you mentioned it, I mean, before I didn't even
Hmm.
know those things, and now I know
Mm.
those similarities and like her trademarks. So maybe if I go back to Full Metal Alchemist, I'll find the story more enjoyable and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
probably yeah, like I'll get to enjoy it more, and I love to do that. That's a great
Definitely,
information,
definitely.
and I didn't know anything about those. So thank you so much for sharing with us.
Oh, I actually, to Kaori-san, I actually recommend reading it in English too because it
Oh,
has a kind of different nuance. Because you remember Al calling Ed
hmm,
Nisan
yeah, yeah, yeah.
in Japanese, Nisan, Nisan,
Right.
and it's just so adorable, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in English translation, it is actually Big Brother. It sounds
Oh,
so formal,
right.
but
Big brother.
yeah, Big Brother, and it suits the character because he's really formal
Mm-hmm.
and polite.
Right.
So, but it has different nuance, and
Mm.
I kind of enjoyed reading the first volume in English too. So, yeah,
I'll
both I
try that
highly
as
recommend.
well.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for so much for the recommendation. So this show is brought to you by the manga app Emaki, and the series we talked about today, Fullmetal Alchemist, is available on Emaki, so check the link in the description. And don't forget to follow the show and like the video, and also leave a comment if you like. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.